Pressure to Succeed by Claire Coney, Cooper Ogden, Vanessa Smith, Rob Tarani, and Margaret Williams.
The problem. High stress levels in students, because of a pressure to succeed, get into an Ivy level college, and get perfect grades are causing destructive symptoms that are compromising the safety of the kids. Students are showing signs of anxiety, depression, suicide, cheating on tests or homework, social anxiety, lack of interest in extracurricular activities, substance abuse, lack of sleep, contempt for their peers, and paranoia. In both of these studies conducted by the Sleep Foundation and the American Psychological Association, sleep deprivation and stress are very dangerous combinations. The National Sleep Foundation says that previous studies have associated sleep restriction and sleep deprivation with the development of diseases like obesity, diabetes, and hypertension. Others have shown that sleep helps sustain the functioning of the immune system and that chronic sleep loss is a risk factor for immune system impairment. The American Psychological Association says the increasing amount of pressure on students to succeed academically in effort to get into good colleges, graduate schools, and eventually to land good jobs tends to be one of the biggest drivers of cheating's proliferation. Several studies show that students who are more motivated than their peers by performance are more likely to cheat. These are definitely behaviors that we don't want to see in our students.
The pressure to strive for academic excellence has a lot to do with conformity and social expectations. If you're in a high-stress environment that emphasizes the importance of grades over mental health, it could have you feeling guilty for not dedicating your life to your schoolwork, like your peers. In Ash's Opinions and Social Pressures experiment, he concluded that those who strike out on the path of independence do not, as a rule, succumb to the majority even over an extended series of trials, while those who choose the path of compliance are unable to free themselves as the ordeal is prolonged. And more disquieting were the reactions of subjects who constructed their differences from the majority as a sign of some general deficiency in themselves, which at all costs they must hide. On this basis, they desperately try to merge with the majority, not realizing the longer-range consequences to themselves. Because of the actions of peers and pressure from parents, students can feel compelled to follow the destructive behavior that surrounds them, and this is shown in Ash's study.
Rachel is a student who attends one of the schools at our district. As the superintendent, her case worries me particularly. Rachel has been under a lot of pressure from her parents to maintain her 4.0 GPA. Because of this, she has decided to question her relationships with her friends and her boyfriend and decided to quit extracurricular activities. Because of the stresses enforced on her by her other peers and her parents, she's developed anxiety and depression and social anxiety. She's been put on medication and has become anorexic. These are things that we don't want in our students. Schoolwork should be important, but not more important than health.
To fix the problem of stress-related behavior like depression, anxiety, suicide, etc., the school board has been talking to parents about how to make life easier on our teens. For administration, we can have mandatory counseling sessions for students twice a semester, include stress management classes once a week, encourage communication between our teachers, encourage teachers to give less homework, and provide mandatory stress management classes for teachers as well. As parents, we can communicate with our teens and have student and parent counseling sessions.
Here's our works cited page. Thank you for listening to our presentation.